stage. On the news at 1, President Bola Tinubu receives World Bank team and development partners. FCT Minister signs MOU with partners on city development. And PCRC commences rehabilitation of police facility. Good afternoon and welcome to the news at 1 on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. I'm Hakimat Aliu Ibrahim. Don't forget you can watch the news on our YouTube channel at NTA Abuja Channel 5. To begin, the World Bank Group is joining other top financial development partners in collaboration with Nigeria for the actualizations of the 90,000-kilometer fiber optic cable project across the country. Group Managing Director and Chief Financial Officer of the World Bank Group, Anshula Kant, and her team met with President Bola Tinubu to discuss this new area of partnership. The World Bank delegation also discussed how to strengthen the existing areas of collaboration with Nigeria, particularly in agriculture, energy, and social protection programs such as education and health. Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Bosun Tijani, says this partnership is crucial, just as the digital infrastructure is equally central to the development of other critical
Nigerians
sectors.
always talk about the quality of the connectivity they get, but unfortunately, quality is tied to availability of the right infrastructure. So for us as a government, we would like to fix this once and for all. We want people-based connectivity, whether it's at home, or is that in the office, in schools, at hospitals. We can't do this without investing in that infrastructure. That's design it in such a way that we have rings across all the geopolitical zones and each state as well. Looking at what's been already built, and we're completing the ring, ensuring that every state is properly covered. And what that it means fiber-based connectivity can now get to the homes. And we enjoy the support of the World Bank. The World Bank is helping us to structure the round where government is putting money into this special purpose vehicle that is going to build and operate the fiber network, but we're also then getting 51% of the total funding from the private sector as well. And the entity is then going to be managed as an independent entity, not a government-led entity. The private sector will help us ensure that it is managed in a sustainable manner and that we can recoup our money back, because people will pay for these services. So it's not one of those things where we take loans and we throw it into things that will not bring back the money.
Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Yesa Wike, has signed a memorandum of understanding with a private firm to develop a city model known as City Walk Abuja project. Onoze Yakubu was at the agreement signing ceremony and brought back this report.
The project termed City Walk Abuja project is designed to be a replica of the Dubai iconic City Walk. It is also expected to serve as a flagship development project in the nation's capital. At a symbolic signing ceremony attended by the FCTA top officials and investors, FCT Minister Yesen Wike discloses that the era of land speculation in the FCT is gone for good, reiterating the readiness of his administration to partner genuine investors. The minister, however, notes that the project, spanning more than 200 hectares in the Abuja Technology Village, is a model similar to what is obtainable in Dubai, and will be delivered by May 2026, marking the third anniversary of President Bola Tinubu's administration.
And I wish to say that they have submitted their drawings, and their drawings have been approved, and their CFO is ready. But we have to sign an agreement that if you don't comply within so and so time, then we have the right to revoke, because we are not going to just give you a CFO to say we are giving you land and then nothing happens.
The executive director of the company, Dr. Kasim Gidado, commends the minister's commitment and assures of his firm's on the lives.
We made all the necessary preparations, and I'm so pleased that you mentioned in your remarks that you have already visited to Nigeria under the NAGCC, which, as I said earlier, the president of NAGCC is here with us.
High point of the event was the handing over of the certificate of occupation.
Headquarters in Abuja. This certificate officially confirmed his victory in the APC primaries as AMAC chairmanship candidate. Deborah
Zaka Mekanagu assured party members that the APC will emerge victorious in the upcoming election, pledging to consolidate on the party's gains.
You cannot tell me that you are with me when you don't have voters card. So I'm sending this message to all my lovers as they should go and get their
Citing development in the 12th political wars in AMAC since his election.
As far as the history of AMAC is concerned, the man is gone. As you can see, throughout his 3 years in office now, he has impacted across board. For somebody to come and get that certificate, this certificate alone will change the lives of people. Mekanagu is a nice man and a good leader.
The AMAC chairman urged party faithful to unite for a better AMAC, stressing that
Zone 7 Command has set machineries in motion for the commencement of total rehabilitation of access gates and security.
The Police Community Relations Committee to propagate partnership and security, and this was the mood at the Police Zone 7 Command. When completed, the enhancement is designed to give befitting aesthetic facelift to the Police Zonal Command, equipped with a new state-of-the-art gate and security post for the station.
By presenting it to the national chairman so that at least the deputy chairman here will be able to show that.
Himself. No, they're there for us and we should be there for them.
AIG Victor Olaiya praised the PCRC's proactive efforts, reiterating the Nigerian police commitment to supporting community-led safety initiatives for enhanced effect, strengthening community and police collaboration for civic engagements within the zone and environs.
I normally like projects that don't stop until they are completed. Yes, I like projects like that, and I assure that we will be a part of it.
Good impact. A host of speakers described the efforts as testament to shared vision for a safer and viral society. Onotu Yakobo, NTA News.
The Federal Capital Territory has one chance run rampage. How has residents in the face of this challenge fared, and what's the response of police and sister agencies to these developments?
In the heart of the Federal Capital Territory, a resurgent wave of the notorious one-chance criminal operations is sowing fear amongst residents, and commuters are falling victims daily, robbed, assaulted, and in some cases left injured, and even the ultimate threat of death. While security agencies say efforts are ongoing, the threat remains real and growing fast. Were majorly restricted around the expressways of Nyanya Ewaye Kubwa-Zuba or the airport road access. But recently, the new trend to the activities of suspected daredevil syndicates of one chance leaves much to be desired for FCT residents. The city center is no longer safe as they come in at will to ferry unsuspecting victims. They call it.
We told him, the price is 400 naira. She won't be able to pay the 400 naira. That she's looking for 200 or 250 vehicles. She go from there, just from there, she enter one motor. The following day, the guy came. He said one chance attack her.
Normally, when security of the state is threatened, the security of the nation is threatened.
The FCT Police Command says it is not leaving anything to chance in the raid to purge the nation's capital of the menace. And every units of vehicles recovered as exhibits in weeks.
Officers and men who participated in the operation that led to the successful foiling of this Apple attempted robbery. I equally want to commend the effort of that single Nigerian who summoned courage to call the police at the nick of time.
With the ongoing operation, the Commissioner of Police reiterated commitment and willingness to always work with residents to defeat crime in all its form across the territory. Onotu Yakubu, NTA News.
I am Oluremi Tinubu, the global and national Stop TB champion. Many people have asked why I've chosen to champion the fight against a disease like tuberculosis. A friend who unfortunately fell ill and concealed the nature of his sickness until it was too late. Eventually, after he passed, we discovered surrounding the disease, he would not speak up or seek for help. His death was a painful reminder that we could have intervened and saved a life if only we had known earlier. Tuberculosis is an airborne disease. Being airborne means anyone, regardless of the... In Nigeria, 1 person dies of TB-related illness. Globally, 1 person succumbs to TB every 25 seconds, which is a staggering 3,456 lives lost daily. These deaths are entirely preventable because TB is curable if detected and treated early. If you or someone you know has been coughing for 2 weeks or more, coughing up blood, experiencing night sweats, or losing weight drastically, it might be TB. Please visit the nearest government hospital or primary healthcare center for proper diagnosis and treatment. TB treatment is free in all government and some private health facilities. Let us also remember not to stigmatize or discriminate against TB patients or those who have been treated for TB. Individuals who have been cured of TB, the private sector, to join us in the fight to end TB in Nigeria. Together, we can make a difference. Remember, TB anywhere is TB everywhere. End TB by 2030. Yes, we can.
Welcome back. The federal government has released results of the 2025 National Common Entrance Examination into 80 unity colleges across Nigeria. Presenting the results in Abuja, the Minister of State for Education, Professor Sueba Ahmed, discloses that a total of 64,500 of this number, 61,290 sat for the exams, while 3,000
out of the obtained the highest score of tier an unprecedented number of 52 candidates, 2 candidates from Lagos State and 50 candidates from in examination malpractice.
The admission into the federal government academy, Suleja, 3,421 candidates registered. Of this number,
criteria for selection of qualified candidates into federal unity colleges remain the same. These are 60% merit, 30% equality.
The Sultan of Sokoto out for the new moon of Safar, 1447 after Hajj, on Thursday, July 24, 2025, which corresponds to the 29th day of Muharram, 1447 after Hajj, Hijra. This is contained in a statement issued Sokoto Professor South District of Village Head for onward communication to the Sultan for official announcement. Moving on, it was at a national dialogue held in partnership by civil society organizations and the National Human Rights Commission. Yours truly was at the event.
In a national conversation aimed at tackling unemployment and promoting inclusive economic development, this gathering brought together young entrepreneurs, policymakers, and development experts.
As we navigate the complexities of the modern economy, China's experience offers valuable insight.
National Human Rights Commission. The event explored practical solutions such as digital literacy, entrepreneurship funding, vocational training, gender-inclusive employment policies.
We seek to bring to the fore the opportunities that exist within the public space and be able to see how they build sustainable businesses.
This year March, we are able to train up to 215 homes in so many skills. Now Women's Day, we are able to go home. Some went home with a grant of 50,000, some went home with a grinding machine, some went home with a sewing machine, so that they can be independent.
I think this program is one that should be encouraged by every level of government, because Nigeria is a country with the largest amount of opportunities.
The foundation says it plans to follow up the dialogue with empowerment programs and policy advocacy.
Many thanks for joining us on The Globe this week, a segment of the news where we bring you up to speed with happenings around the world. I am Sandra Akeme. The European Union and the United States are closing in on a trade deal that would impose a 15% tariff on European imports to the U.S., two diplomats said on Wednesday. This development comes after U.S. President Donald Trump threatens to impose higher tariffs on the EU starting August 1st. According to reports from the Financial Times, both sides are discussing waiving a rate which could also extend to cars, would mirror the framework agreement the United States has struck with Japan. Meanwhile, a federal appeals court in San Francisco ruled Wednesday that President Donald Trump's order seeking to end birthright citizenship is unconstitutional, affirming a lower court decision that blocked its enforcement nationwide. The ruling from the three-judge panel of the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals comes after Trump's plan was also blocked by a federal judge in New Hampshire. It marks the first time an appeals court has weighed in and brings the issue one step closer to coming back quickly before the Supreme Court. The 9th Circuit decision keeps a block on the Trump administration, enforcing the order that would. In another development, Russia and Ukrainian delegates have begun their third set of direct talks in Istanbul, days after U.S. President Donald Trump gave Moscow a 50-day deadline to make peace or face very severe tariffs. Russian President Vladimir Putin has also publicly acknowledged Trump's ultimatum, and Moscow has continued to pummel Ukrainian citizens with drones and missiles while its ground troops ground forward in the east. And finally, one bill after being charged with unlawful possession of ammunition, as critics accuse authorities of ramping up efforts to stifle dissent in the East African country. Boniface Mwangi was arrested over the weekend in connection with the facilitation of terrorist activities during the June 25 protests. Kenya's Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, announced on social media on Monday the terrorism charges had been downgraded to 2 counts of possession. That's it on the segment. The news continues with Hakimat. A segment of the news where we bring you up to speed with happenings. The European Union and the United States are closing in on
Nigeria. Eric Chile has hinted that he prefers a squad of 20 players for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers in September. Chile believes smaller squad would allow him to get to know the players better and pass his message more effectively. He also favors a 4-4-2 diamond formation, which he believes provides numerical championship final for the first time. Spain defeated Germany 1-0 in the semi-final, with Bonmati's goal in the 113th minute securing the win. Spain will face holders England in the final on Sunday. In other news, 3-year contract. Nwaziem, who has played for several clubs including Porto, Boavista, returns to Nantes after a successful loan spell in 2017-2018. He has earned 34 caps for the Super Eagles. Champion Clarissa Shields has offered Muhammad Ali's daughter, Leila Ali, the chance to fight for her title. Shield has made a real offer with venues, dates, and funding in place and believes the fight will be a historic and exciting matchup.
Thank you for watching the news at 1. Join us again at 7 p.m. for more news. Good afternoon.
Good evening, glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me. And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
I will celebrate creativity, lasting